Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian. Welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a great show for y'all. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So as you guys know, the Lakers, they've been playing some great ball. The last team that they played, I believe, was the Charlotte Hornets. I think they beat them by 10 points. It was 121, I think, to 110, or 121 to 111 or something like that. Something like that. I don't remember the exact score. But they were victorious in that game. And after that game, they ended up having, right now, I'm looking at the NBA standings, they currently have an 8-3 record. They're the number 4 seed in the Western Conference. The only reason that they're not higher in the standings is because the teams ahead of them, the Denver Nuggets, San Antonio Spurs, and Oklahoma City Thunder, who they're going to be playing tonight, they're all on winning streaks. The Nuggets are on a 5-game winning streak, Spurs 3, as well as Oklahoma City Thunder. So they have some stout competition coming ahead that they're going to be facing tonight that I look forward to see how they're going to do. But in the midst of all of that, the Lakers have been playing fantastically well. I mean, if you look at the production from their best player right now, Luka Doncic. Well, Luka, I mean, all he's doing is averaging 37.1 points per game on 49% shooting from the field, 32% shooting from the three, on 80% shooting, 79% shooting from the free throw line, while getting you 9.4 rebounds and 9.1 assists. And the other guy that they have who ties into this entire equation here is Austin Reeves. And in how many games has he played? In 8 games for the Lakers, Austin Reeves is averaging 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists, which kind of segues into what we're going to discuss today. So there was a clip that went, they made a little bit of headlines yesterday, and it was from the channel Run It Back, FT, whatever TV, Run It Back, right? It's the name of the show. And you have some people on there like Michelle Beadle, Chandler Parsons, DeMarcus Cousins, and they were reacting to the comments that Kendrick Perkins had to make. Now, as you guys know, Kendrick Perkins has been pretty vocal about how well the Lakers have been playing, and he's been saying that in the case of when LeBron finally does return, he needs to take a step back to the most powerful or the most productive duo in the NBA in Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, who are averaging a combined, get this, 67 points a game. They're averaging a combined, well, if I look at the rebounds, 14 rebounds a game, and they're averaging 18 assists between those two guys. So Kendrick Perkins is like, you got to take a step back. You can't come back here and mess up what these guys have going on. Jake LaVerry has found a rhythm. Marcus Smart has found a place for himself in the lineup, and other guys are chipping in nicely for the team. So he said this, but apparently Michelle Beadle and these guys did not like what Kendrick Perkins had to say, and they actually took him to task for saying that. So what we want to do is want to play what Michelle Beadle and Chandler Parsons had to say about Kendrick Perkins' recommendation to LeBron James, and then want to come back and continue on with the show. Take a listen to their comments here.
Kendrick Perkins said that when he returns, he's got to take a back seat to the best duo in the NBA.
I don't think LeBron needs to come and fit in. He's LeBron James, and I think he's going to do that regardless how many games, how many minutes. He is going to have the ball in his hands. He's going to do things that we've seen him do the last 2 decades. I think that's going to come natural, and also he's still going to have the flexibility and the free reign to go and be aggressive, and he's still going to be LeBron when he comes back. And Austin Reeves knows that, and Luka knows that, although this is now his team. LeBron James doesn't fit in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could be the biggest LeBron hater in the world, but to even remotely have this argument with a serious face and be like, well, how's LeBron James going to fit in? Just, you sound dumb.
Yeah.
Like, truly.
I mean, I couldn't agree more.
So you heard what they had to say. What are my thoughts about this? These guys are looking at it from a LeBron James standpoint in terms of who he is, his reputation, his status, and all of that. So they're like, you don't say that to LeBron, blah, 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 blah. We get all of that. But if we're looking at it from a basketball standpoint, guys, let's just be honest for a second. The Lakers look good. Right now, obviously, they have certain places they can kind of improve upon, like their defense and all of that. But they look good. They're winning games, and they certainly look better than a lot of people thought they would in the absence of LeBron. I didn't think they would be a top 4 seed. I thought they would be good enough to be a top 6 seed, not a top 4 seed. And they look really, really good. So if you're looking at it from a team standpoint and a chemistry standpoint, you don't want to mess that up because they have a good thing going, right? So whenever you bring back a player of LeBron's magnitude who has a certain playing style, whenever you try to integrate him back into what these guys are doing, things are going to change inevitably. So what Kendrick Perkins is saying is that come back into the situation, but don't do it where you become a hindrance. Just try to fit in. And it sounds crazy, again, because we're talking about LeBron James, who made an All-NBA team last year. But the fact of the matter is this. The Lakers look good. Laker Nation, trust me, the Lakers are not clamoring for LeBron to come back. This is a fact. Real Laker fans are not sitting here saying, man, I can't wait for LeBron. They're not. Because the fan base has moved on emotionally. They've moved on. They got a new guy. They got Luka. They're excited about what the Beach Boys are doing, as they are referred to. And they don't want to mess that up. Right? They don't want to mess that up. And then also when you juxtapose that fact with the other fact, which is this is his final year with the Lakers. So it doesn't really matter. They don't need to make any real concessions because we're not talking about a guy that's going to be the cornerstone of this franchise going into the future. So they're just like, come back, don't mess it up. Just kind of fit in and do what you're doing and then don't mess it up, right? But these guys with DeMarcus Cousins and Michelle Beadle and all of them, they're talking about it from a reputational standpoint. How could you say this about LeBron? I mean, how could you? And that's not what Kendrick Perkins is talking about. Yes, we understand that LeBron is who he is, right? No one is taking that away from him. I'm certainly not. Some people do. I'm not going to take away his status of who he is, right? But at the same time, man, this team looks good. They look good. They have an energy to them. They got a pep in their step. JJ Redick is doing a great job unlocking some of these guys' talent. I mean, they look good, right? They look good. So if LeBron does come back, honestly, he has to be an additive. If he's not going to be an additive and be somebody that takes him to the next level, then that needs to be curtailed immediately. And it's not about, my reputation. No. Sometimes you got to make it work for the team, buddy. I mean, you guys didn't have an issue telling Russell Westbrook, who was an All-NBA guy, who had led the league in triple-doubles, who averaged a triple-double a year prior to him joining the Lakers. You guys didn't hesitate to tell him to take a step back. And obviously, I'm not saying Russell Westbrook is on the level of LeBron, but you get the point that I'm saying. We're talking about a great player here. And you're like, hey, don't mess it up, right? So that's what I think Kendrick Perkins is saying. And I think they're totally misinterpreting it and taking it into a whole different direction. How dare you say this about LeBron and all? But no one is saying that. Okay, no one is saying that. What I'm saying is that the Lakers seem to have found something that's working, and you don't want to mess that up. And let me tell you this. If the team starts to lose, you better believe everyone is going to point fingers in his direction. Everyone, because they're going to be like, well, you're the only you're the latest variable that was inserted into this equation, and now things are just, I mean, come on, you just messed up the entire thing. So it would also behoove LeBron to not come in there and mess things up to the point where they're losing and guys start struggling and all of that. Austin Reeves just made it clear yesterday. I read a quote on the live that we did where he said, look, money's not the number one option for me. It's not that I don't want to make every single dollar in the world. He wants to remain a Laker forever. And you got a guy on the roster that's averaging 30. Who would have thunk? So, I understand what Michelle Beadle and these guys are saying, but they're talking about it from a status standpoint, and I don't really think they're talking about it from a basketball standpoint. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.